Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and I'm back with Hannah in Conan Exiles. Now, before we start beating the crap out of each other again, you were kind of sour last time, the kind of losing 3 times, you stabbed me up and all the rest of it afterwards. And to kind of make you feel a little better, come with me.
I don't know if I trust this.
I mean, I've already given you team colours. Yeah?
You gave me pink outfit.
Yeah, I've also given you adoring fans.
Oh wow. I'm so I'm 10 entertained.
But I hope that maybe that restrains you from the bad sportsmanship and
Oh no, because you gave yourself some as well.
Of course I did, because I won last time.
Why are all of mine men?
I don't know, I just spawned in a whole load and I was like, how can I separate these up quickly? Anyway, let's... If you come back into the centre, then I can give you your potion that you need.
Oh yeah, I need to put the whatchamacallits up.
The what?
You know, the thingy-mabobs.
You're so helpful. For an English student, you communicate so well.
Yeah, the words left my brain. The drive stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you go and sort yourself out, and I will make a change. Now, one of the things that I need to point out is that now in the dancer chest, there's a second set of armor in there. The Vanir fur armor. That's the armor that should have been in there before. So I essentially fought you with a handicap last week. So...
Oh, and not the settler stuff?
Yeah, it should have been the other one. So
Oh, okay.
I kind of fought you at a slight disadvantage. But such is the way of things. And all is cool and groovy. So last week, where we ended up having a lot more in the way of combat-focused builds, this time, obviously, every build is going to have some element of combat in it, but we've got a fair number of more utility-focused builds in the mix here. So the Guardian here, the one that I would be playing for this first match, is very much kind of a low damage but high survivability individual that is in my mind and in the kind of build that you would take if you were going out on a farming run with people to make sure that they were defended, make sure they were looked after, or to help people level. You know, it's very much a kind of caretaker build, which is why you've got a lot in the way of well, you've got some in encumbrance, but where you've got some extra in regards to survival, to make sure that you don't have to worry about your own well-being in regards to things like food. And then on top of that, it allows you to harvest stuff more quickly to help those other people out. But then on the combat side, you got a little bit of extra damage, but again, keeping in mind that this is mostly for the purposes of farming, you've got your thuggery just to help you kind of knock out a few extra thralls. And then on top of that, you've got a fair amount in health there and in grit, just to give you the stamina that you need and to give you the health regen in particular, and the extra health you need just to allow you to keep yourself going. Now, what Hannah has chosen to go with is the tumbler, which is again another kind of high mobility one that actually has a couple of different things to it that make it, in my opinion, a fair amount of fun. So here you've got the potential for the extended leap, and again matching all of this with the various armors and things you're going to see. It's on a par in terms of damage, but it depending on which weapons Hannah decides to use, as there are a couple that go with it, then we'll have to see how that goes. But also, again, then you've also got fluid swings and iron muscles, so that you've got that extra little bit of damage prevention or mitigation, whilst you've got a decent amount of additional help with stamina, so you can keep those attacks going. But either way, let's see how this goes. So I am. What are you using?
Tumblr.
You're using the tumbler.
Hmm.
Did you work out which way you wanted it to work?
I've gone the assassin-y way. So I've got more agility. So it's gonna be dodging and rolling, which I'm not very good at.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, so you're playing the tumbler, and you've set it up one of the two ways, and hopefully it'll work for you.
Yeah, I have all of the weapons though.
Okay.
Because you can never have enough weapons.
And I'm playing. I'm using the Guardian, which is kind of high agility with a little bit of other stuff kind of smattered between, with a lot of survival to kind of keep myself free of status effects. So, okay, do you want to count us down again?
Yeah, I just lost an arrow. There it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you got. Stop trying to shoot the arrow, woman!
I feel like these fights are turning in. I feel like a pattern's emerging. You know,
What do you mean?
like you just running away.
I'm scared. This is meant to have shield bash on it, but she's not doing shield bash. Oh shit. No! Oh, it was a good dodge. It's just like walking away and you just hitting the air, to be honest. Oh, I crippled you. Okay.
I mean, you're bleeding at the moment, so.
I know. I know. Oh, she's not doing it.
Oh,
I got you in the head!
you did.
Is it sticking out of your head?
I can't really see because of the.
I can't. I think it's stuck on
Hold
you.
on, let me. Oh no, it's in my shoulder. It was in my shoulder.
Yeah. I thought it would have fallen to the ground. Oh no! No! I couldn't change weapons. I think there's an issue when you don't have any stamina. She doesn't draw a weapon.
Well, yeah, because your attacks cost stamina. So if you've not got any stamina, you can't attack.
Oh, how did you miss me? great camera angle, meant that I couldn't see anything. You know, you putting that shield up is very annoying.
You running away is very annoying, so I feel like all's fair, don't you?
I'm a tumbler. I'm meant to tumble everywhere. It's the only way of walking, right? I have no idea where that axe has gone.
What axe? The throwing axe?
Yeah.
Well, it went in me, so now it's gone.
Oh. Have you got health regen?
No. Would I?
Yes. Your health is regened. That's completely unfair.
Oh.
Oh, it was a good juggle. It was a good juggle. I'll get you to do that again. Just
The longer you wait and the fewer status effects you put on me, the higher my health gets again, so...
Oh, there you go. My whole game just, like, freaked out. Oh, that's a nasty way to die.
So in this second match, we're actually pitching entirely utility-focused characters against one another. So in my case, I'll be using this, which in my eyes is the Priest, which again has a lot of stuff in the way of extra harvesting and extra carry weight. But for everything that you would need for picking up stuff and gathering things to help build altars and whatever else, but also you know the idea of sanctity was sat in my head with this. So you've got the health regen, you've got the ability to kind of stave off the elements a little bit more, and if you've got the armor set which has survival on it, which I believe is the Royal Lemurian is the one that I'm using for this. Then you've got the antidote of 1 as well, so that you're invulnerable to things, but also those status effects like bleeds won't last as long, which, you know, always helpful, always useful. But then what Hannah is choosing to use for this one is the Mason, which is, rather unsurprisingly, your in my mind, your character that's going to be walking around picking up as much stuff as possible to build as much stuff with. So again, you've got a lot of survival, you've got a lot in the way of encumbrance for carrying as much as possible, although obviously it's really kind of useful to ignore things like armor and ignore other bits and pieces that are going on there with deflection up the top end, but also you've got momentum, which allows you to potentially take full advantage of, albeit not something that Hannah is able to do here, but take full advantage of balance and counterbalance for that extra damage while still not sacrificing movement speed. But otherwise, again, they're on a par in terms of their damage output for the most part. But what it comes down to here is going to kind of very much be that Hannah has substantially more health, whilst I've got the health regen and the lower health, and that's something that I enjoy playing with in these builds a little bit, to see if you can kind of keep your health low, relatively speaking, you know, not adding so much to it, but keep the health, the kind of regen rolling. So I'm not focusing entirely in my into vitality, but there's a little bit more going around, and then where she's got the heavy armor, so she's got that slightly lower health in terms of raw numbers, but she can make more of it because she can mitigate more of the damage against her, whilst I'm going to be running around in light armor. So, it's that balance between slightly smaller health bar but more mitigation versus less mitigation and a little bit of a kind of ongoing ticking of health. But either way, we'll see how this one goes.
It looks so stupid in this armor.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what are you playing?
The Mason.
Okay, so we're both playing utility builds because I'm playing the priest.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
Okay, so yours.
Like, what do you mean by utility build?
So the mason is built out a little more for encumbrance and for kind of being able to carry as much as possible and stay like walk off attacks if needs be. Much more kind of building and defending a structure, whilst the priest is much more about gathering things and being able to carry them and being able to help out their fellows and so on. So I have a feeling you might win this one.
I have a big sword.
You do. I've got a big stick, but
yeah, but I have a big sword that does this.
but you've also got the heavier armor. So
I have look how stupid I look in this armor. I'll move this away.
not too stupid.
My legs are well shiny. I think it's because it's raining.
It's because it's raining through the hole in the roof. But okay, feel free to count us down when you're ready.
3, 2, 1.5. 1.
Hannah.
0.
Oh.
Oh, good start. Good start. Oh. Oh, bleeding's so painful. Stop it! No, stop it. Oh no, I think you're gonna win. This is so unfair! I thought I picked one that would win! Ow, ow, ow. I can't roll away. There's one issue with fighting in this game that I've realised having been fighting now. There's no way to get away if someone is like just beating on you. There's no like it just sticks you to the floor.
You can roll if you have stamina to roll.
I can't roll.
It's about. Oh no, you
can't roll.
No, you hop. But that's the sacrifice you make for wearing heavy armor.
But that's not what I'm talking. That's not what I'm saying.
No, you're saying that when you get hit, you flinch. But the way to get away from that is to dodge. See, like that. I was flinching, I couldn't attack, so I rolled away. Oh,
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I mean, you knocked me in my arse and you took away about a third of my health there. But now you're hiding again.
Because I'm on no health. At this point, I'm blaming my shitty gaming than unluckiness. I literally thought, like, oh, Seb's gonna play something that's, like, small and I'm gonna have a big sword, but no. That was unfair, I hit you.
No, you lunged towards me and I caught you in the face. Okay, so in this last one, we've got... I decided to go for something different, because a lot of the stuff that I've been using so far has been very up close, has been either on the more survivable side, or has had that health regen to kind of keep it ticking over. And so, you know, I wanted to take a look at the build that I'm still kind of... Like, it's a lot more situational purely because of the weapons it uses. And this is the sharpshooter, sat there with the bow. And in an arena setting like this, granted, it's not exactly a build that's in its natural habitat, you know, but as the build as it stands, its basic attacks, its light attacks, they are basically a kind of 3-hit combo, almost like a McCree from Overwatch, kind of just, you know, shooting away like skirmishy shots. The power shot is useful. It doesn't take the heavy shot, I should say, is useful. It doesn't take too long to charge up. But there is one problem which we will see in a minute, and that is to get the brutal strikes but maintain as much mobility as possible. Then, unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with light armor that has strength on it, which is the Darfari set, which thanks to the headset is in no ways conducive to shooting a bow. However, despite that handicap, we should be able to deal a fair amount of damage, considering I will be able to get the extra 50% damage on headshots. And on top of that, we do have a decent amount of kind of just stamina and keeping ourselves going. We've got the crippling shots to try and keep her at a distance. And again, each one of our shots is going to be doing a bit more damage thanks to the amount of strength that we've got. Now for Hannah, she's using the Guardian that I was using earlier. So again, she's got that health regen, she's got that extra armor, but and you know, these other little bits and pieces. But overall, she's still potentially vulnerable to being bled and to being kind of shot in the head. So we'll have to see whether or not the survivability of the Guardian that allows it to kind of walk things off and try and get in the way and protect other people allows for a good defense against an archer, I guess. You know, I mean, if you're walking into a potential ambush from another clan or even from a group of NPCs, then it's a case of, you know, if you've got that defensive capability, then you're going to be better off, and there are likely to be archers in the other groups to one extent or another anyway, at least at the beginning of an engagement. So we'll have to see how this goes. But we'll see. Okay, so you're playing a Guardian now. Yeah?
How do you know?
Because you're wearing the hyena armor, and it's the only thing that wears hyena armor.
Then yes, I'm playing a Guardian now. I'm going to stay like this the whole time. Very uncomfortable on the pinky, but I'll deal with it.
Okay, well this is the last fight for this video. So Guardian versus Sharpshooter. Although I now see an issue with this.
What? That I could just be like
No, I can't see you past the Darfari headdress, so aiming is going to be difficult.
Oh my, really?
Yep. It obscures the crosshair.
Oh, you put the wrong armor on that outfit.
But it's the only armor, like it's the light armor with strength on it.
Oh yeah, because it it flicks up at the top, so it gets
So
in the way.
unless I change the helmet, which might mean that it pushes the whole armor class up to medium, which I don't really want.
We'll see. Maybe this will be a win purely because you have a terrible handicap.
I mean, I had a handicap when I was playing the dancer, and I still won. So let's see how this goes. But okay, count us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, shoot the...
No, I'm trying to get you in the knees so that you're crippled. Oh.
Yeah, just shoot the shield. That's where you should shoot. Damn, I hoped you only had an arrow, bow and arrow.
If I get right in close and basically stab you in the eye with a...
Nice. Running away, Seb. I don't know if I'm hitting you or not, or if I'm just hitting your shield. Oh, you just glitched out on my screen there. On my screen you ran like past me, but it still hit me. I don't really know how that works.
That one should have hurt.
A little bit. Oh my god, we're gonna have to pause.
Gods take you!
Go.
Balls. You just got no weapon on. What?
Perfect way to dodge. One thing I'll say actually is I wish the
No. You wish that what?
I wish that there was an ammo count like on the weapon.
Yeah, like you never know.
That's
how
the
much
one.
you've got left.
That's the one thing.
That's really unfair.
You keep calling things unfair when it's not unfair.
You're gonna run out of arrows at some point soon.
Probably. But at the same time,
Oh, I was hoping to cut you off, but it's not enough of a bottleneck for that. Oh, I'm so close to a victory. This is a... What? No! You wasted all my stamina on that as well.
Oh, I think you got me.
I won. I won.
Because
I won.
there you go. My screen froze up a second, like half a second before the strike actually hit. You actually took my head off. Okay, so I think we're done here for the moment. Another 2-1 victory to me. But Hannah's got...
It was a 3-all victory to you last time.
Yeah. So either you're improving, or as has been suggested, maybe it's partly luck guessing who's done.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just like jump at you.
Like guessing who's done what. But as I said, I'm warming up to the idea of.
I've decided I like heavier ones.
Yeah, but I've decided that maybe after we've done these ones where we're just picking randomly, we should just do both of us playing the same one, coming at each other, and just kind of just seeing how it goes and just having some fun with that.
Well, I quite like archers.
Mm-hmm.
But those were good, like when we were in the volcano, and I was just like, oh, I can't be bothered to go all the way down. I'm just gonna pick them off from here.
Yeah.
And then they'll run at me, and I can then attack them.
The biggest problem with the combat system and the way you build characters in this game, in my opinion, is that if you're working in a group of people, you can each specialize in a different way. Whilst if you're looking to just play the game solo or just a couple of people, then it ends up with a lot more people stepping on each other's toes, or you try and diversify, but then you can't. Like, for instance, with the archer here, I've got some encumbrance so that I can kind of turret if I need to. Whoops, where is it? Yeah. I've got some encumbrance so that I can turret if I need to, if I get the right stuff. But otherwise, I can't carry anything. So if I'm going out to hunt for stuff and kill stuff with headshots and things, it's all very well and good, but I can't have... I'm going to need someone else to do the carrying, which I could bring a thrall with me, but then thralls are a bit buggy and unreliable at times. They can get killed and I can lose everything. So it's kind of a swings and roundabouts kind of thing. But anyway...
We need our donkeys and our pack mules.
Yeah, well, we're getting camels soon, so... But
yay, camels.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope this has been entertaining and that us beating the crap out of each other is still a lot of fun. But otherwise, we'll be... Stop it. Otherwise, we'll be back with the next...
I didn't do anything.
Sure. Otherwise, we'll be back with the next 3 rounds of us just going through these randomly in the next video next week. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.